My name is James Williams Sr. This is Confab number 2. This video is not for children. It will contain foul language and derogatory speech, and I will probably insult a whole bunch of women in this moment. Now, I'm not saying this as a bad thing because I'm not trying to insult women. I very much love women. I really love women. And I would never want to put a woman in a position where she feels like she's pressured to do something that she doesn't want to do. However, I want you young women, especially you teenage girls from the ages of 14 to 18 to 25, to watch this video and watch it and understand the grace that I'm trying to teach you. Alright? Your body is your temple and you should probably treat it as such. The video has begun, by the way, in case you guys don't know. I come from a family of women who have not made very conscious decisions on procreation. Alright? If they're watching this, it's the fucking truth. You can hate me if you want. I don't give a flying shit. You know why? Because you can't kick my ass. And also, I'm telling the goddamn truth. You can't get mad at the truth. I'm sorry. You might not like me, and that's fine, but you can't get mad at the truth. So you young ladies are sitting out here, and you're finding yourselves. You're exploring your body. You know how your vagina feels inside and out when you're with a man. You know, you're just doing it well. You know, you're exploring your womanhood. And then, you know, every 28 days, you don't want to be talking with nobody. You don't want to be discussing nothing with nobody. You want to slap the first man you see. Every man you see is your fucking enemy. And had you been thinking about that 28 days before you stuck that dick in you, you probably wouldn't be pregnant now. But anyway, this here is deadly serious. The birth rate of children who have daddies that don't want to be in their life is unacceptable. It is inconceivable, it is unacceptable, and more importantly, it's probably on you. Alright? Now, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm trying to prepare you for the next dumbass man that comes into your life that is not your father, not your brother, but somebody who's probably going to try and knock your dumb ass up because you don't want to take your head out of your ass so that you can fucking listen to what the fuck people who are trying to tell you something for your own good are saying. Alright? Here's a tip. At 14 years old, most women have probably had some kind of sexual encounter or a sexual assault or some kind of molestation or something that they keep to themselves that they just don't tell anybody. Or they're ready, or they think they're ready to have sex. Having sex is a big fucking step. All jokes aside, from this point on, this is time where shit gets serious. This is where shit gets real. I have a penis. I am a man. I know how to use it. I also know how to use my tongue. Many men will preach this to you. Many men tell lies to get this here or this here inside of you. So here's what you need to know. First and foremost, no matter what they tell you out of their mouth, proof is in the pudding. As a 14-year-old girl, you should never let a man tell you that he wants you to have his baby. It's a lie. When you want to have a baby, you should at least be in the age bracket between 25 and 30. Because by then, you know who you are. You've actually gone out and accomplished shit in life. You've gotten a decent job, a decent career. You don't have to really rely on anybody. You know, you're out there. Now, I will tell you that, to be honest, shit happens. People get knocked up by accident. This is where things get bad. Alright? As a young woman, you're going to have a lot of issues that you're going to have to deal with. People are going to tell you that your nether regions smell. People are going to tell you all kinds of nasty shit, which is apparently about 2% is true. Alright? 9 times out of 10, so that you women don't know this is what you need to know. Most of the time, and if you eat right and you wash, you're not going to smell down there until it's that time of the month. And that's like a scientific fact, because most women generally, you're not going to smell until you really come on your cycle. Now, having that come from a man, that should probably tell you, yeah, that's about right. Now, what you eat is generally what you generally smell like. You know, if you like to eat a lot of fish, it might smell like fish down there. Now, they've scientifically proven that. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't believe that shit because scientists have also proven that women are supposed to be smarter than men. I like to say that that's some bullshit. I mean, that's some really bad science going on there because when I find the scientist that said that, I'm going to drag him outside and I'm going to beat him with his own balls. Because clearly, some women are not smarter than men when it comes to procreation or choices. Alright? Your heart generally leads you the wrong way when it comes to sex. So, ladies, pay attention. This damn thing right here is the decider of your future. Now, a man's going to love you for 3 or 4 things in your life, and you need to know them. 1, is she prettier than me in a dress? Yes. 2, does she have some brain capacity to not fuck up her life and get pregnant while we're fucking? And 3, does she smell really awful? Most of y'all do not smell awful, and if you take care of yourself, you will never stink. Okay? Just to get that out the way. That is a stereotype that somebody started many, many years ago because maybe, just maybe, the woman that that person was with might have missed a shower that day. Or maybe she farted or something. Yeah, women, you fart too, just like we do. So here's my thing on that. You know, first off, as a woman, you need to take care of your special spots. As a man, you need to take care of your special spots too. Underarms and in between your legs. Because those are the things that's going to make you or break you in a relationship. Now, I'm going to put this to you, young ladies, really quickly. Alright? There are positives. Excuse me. There are positives and negatives about sex. Straight up and down. There are positives and negatives about sex. There are positives and negatives about men. There are positive and negatives about you as women. Now, here's the thing. If we're not willing to learn, then we won't. And that's the problem. No one really wants to learn. You know, if you can't learn from your mistakes, you're bound to repeat them. I'm sure you guys have heard this 1,000 times and then some. So you're going to hear it 1,000 times more. Because some people learn the hard way. And some people learn the easy way. So I'm gonna put it to you the same way I told my favorite aunt on my father's side, my Aunt Ruth, because she's the only one that really actually spends time with me or has spent time with me when my dad was alive. And I'm a homebody person. You know, Ruth makes great suggestions. So I'm gonna tell you like this: if the role was reversed and I was a woman, you'd probably listen to me more. But if I was a woman, I'd stay at home. I wouldn't go out looking for a way to get pregnant, which probably would mean that my dumb ass would be the one who would wind up being a rape victim. Because I don't go out and I don't know the ways of the world. Now, I'm not saying that the world's not safe. I'm not saying that the world's not dangerous. Because you can be raped at home. Someone breaks in your house and finds you there. So, there's no safe guarantee anywhere. Safety is a lie. And the best thing I can tell you, you want to be safe, learn to fight. Simple as that. Learn to fight and worry about the consequences later. But I will tell you this, because I'm about to watch The View. As a young woman, you have to be exceptionally vigilant on what you do with your body and your life and your heart. Yeah, you want to have a baby, okay? I'm going to tell you what. The best time you want to have a baby is after you finish high school, after you finish college, after you get that job that doesn't say, would you like fries with that? And why do I say that? Because even though you go to college, it's not guaranteed that you won't be pushing burgers across a fucking table. It's just that simple. I've never finished college, but I wanted this piece of paper that can say, damn, James, you can act. Well, here's the thing about college. I will make a video about that after I say this. College curriculums are bullshit. Alright? Because they're teaching you shit that you've already learned, and then they're teaching you shit that you need to know. But what they should be teaching you from the jump is the shit you need to know, the shit that your job is going to require. You have to be a surgeon. They should have a cadaver, and that's all your class needs to do is have a cadaver and learn medical terms, how to fix or unfix something, and that's where your job should insist on you learning. You should be able to go to a medical school and learn everything that doesn't have nothing to do with fucking math, English, or any of that shit. Now, if you're from a foreign country, okay, you need to learn English if you're going to be working in America or any English country, speaking country. It's just common fucking sense. But when it comes down to it, alright, I want to be an actor. So here's what I need to know. I need to know how to handle rejection because they're going to reject me 1,000 times before someone gives me the fucking chance. And how do I know that? Because I'm an independent filmmaker and I have been rejected 1,000 times and then some since 2001. It's 2017 now, so that should tell you since 2000 actually, I have been trying to make movies and I have failed epically. So that should tell you, as an actor, you have to be able to handle rejection and you still have to make a living. So you have to get off your ass and work at somewhere, at some point, in some time. The struggle is real. Now, back on track. So, women, I implore you and I beg you. I don't give a damn what that man says, and this is for my future daughter if I have one. You know, Men will tell you anything to get you to spread your legs. I'm not saying spreading your legs is a bad thing initially, but it comes with consequences. And you'll have to woman the fuck up because most of the men that have sex with you will not man the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes having sex between 14 and 25 can ruin your fucking life. We don't want that. And for you unfortunate victims who have been raped or molested and shit like that, never is that your fault. And it probably has ruined you for men for the rest of your life. Well, I got bad news for you on that. Women rape women too. So you should probably just try to live your life as best you can, but be very vigilant on who the hell you're dealing with. Because yes, women do rape women. There was a case about it in Australia or New Zealand. It was many, I don't know. I looked to the sky because I got to think about when it was, but you can Google it. There has been cases of women raping women. I know you find it impossible to believe because you're a woman, but this shit is real. It's just like men raping men in prison. That same shit happens to women. So don't think for a New York minute that it can't happen to you. I tell people all the time, I ain't going to prison alive. They're gonna take a corpse up in that motherfucker because I'm a tiny guy, and I might look ugly to women, but I might look good to a man who ain't had no ass in a long time. But he looks so hot and effeminate and shit. I think I'm gonna try to take that little motherfucker tonight. So if I'm going to prison, I'm going as a corpse. Or when I get off that bus, I'm gonna be everybody within arm's distance with those chains and shackles that they have on my feet because I'm not getting fucked up the ass. I'm probably not gonna sleep much. My whole prison term is gonna be spent in that fucking hole butt ass naked. It's like it's time for you to come out. Nope. And leave my ass in here until my time is up. It's like what? I said, look here. I don't want to be nowhere near anybody that got the chance of trying to harm me. I say, if I'm in here, I can wash and I can shit and I can talk to myself by myself and I will be okay. Because it'll be me, myself, and I and Jesus Christ. As far as me being in the area with people that I think for a New York minute might try to bend me over and fold me over and gang rape me, no, I'm not going down for that. So therefore, like I said, for you young women, if you think that can't happen to you by other women, it can. Now, women have raped men. Prison guards have been raped by women. You can Google it. It's happened here in Virginia. But, I'm giving you guys the one piece of advice that a father should always give his daughter. As your father, and this is to my future daughters if I have any, as your father, I love you first. Hear that? Know that. And there's not much you can do to disappoint me outside of getting pregnant before you're 25 years old. I can't stop you from having sex. I can't. It's your body, and I can't live your life. Because if I could, I would, and I would make sure that I would only live your life up to the point where you're about to have sex. Then I would be in the back of your head saying, no, you're not going to have sex until you're 25. And not because I'm being a douchebag. I had sex when I was 10. And my shit ain't never stopped being hard after that. Alright, so I thought my shit was broken. She was 12. I'm leaving her name out. I believe she's dead, and we'll leave it at that. But the whole concept is, the sooner you have sex, the more you crave it. And that seems to have been my problem. But I will tell you, as your father, that it's not just that I don't want you pregnant, because I don't want you pregnant before you have your life together. But I have seen men do my sisters wrong. And they've been pregnant and they've had to struggle and struggle and struggle. Because not every man with a dick is a man. Some of them are just boys with big dicks. They know how to lick. Don't get pregnant by them. That's all I'm saying. Because once the sperm is in a woman's body, and her and the man discuss abortion and shit like that because he doesn't want to be having anything to do with the kids or with her, you know, that's pretty much a solid look. You need to get rid of it. You know that's it in a nutshell. You need to get rid of it. Now, if you're gonna be dumb and decide I'm gonna take care of this baby, it's mine. Even if you don't want to have nothing to do with it, it's mine. Okay, one, and please, ladies, don't be offended. You just fucked yourself. And two, you really just fucked yourself. Because you want to keep this baby from some asshole who doesn't want to be a daddy? Yeah, you're fucking yourself with a red hot poker right in your vagina. Not up the ass, but right in your vagina. Because why? Why would you want to keep somebody's baby when they don't want to help you? When they don't want nothing to do with you? Now, I know mistakes have been made. Hell, I was a mistake. At least I think I was. I'm not sure. I could have been a mistake. Maybe my mama didn't want me. She's not going to tell me to my face, but, still, actions speak louder than words. And the last thing you want to do as a young woman is have a baby with some ass troll who don't want nothing to do with you, don't want to help you, don't want to pay child support, don't want to spend time with the kids. Why would you put your kid through that? Why would you put yourself through that? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the part where our scientists are supposed to pop in and go, whoopsie, because women are smarter than men? Apparently, that's a fucking lie. Because if you're smarter than men, you would be noticed to not have babies with somebody who doesn't want to have a baby with you. Because if they don't want to do their job, the only thing you can do is take them to court. And the courts can only lock them up, and then you're still fucked because they can't pay you child support if they lock the fuck up. So you might want to weigh the pros and cons of that as you watch this video and think about the shit that I've said. I'm James Williams, Comfort Havoc number 2. Be seeing you. The college video is coming up next.